Hello and thank you for joining me today. I'm going to be going over the early portions of the Abraham Zapruder film relating to the assassination of President John F. Kennedy in 1963. The Warren Commission in the early 60s said that Lee Harvey Oswald, acting alone, had at minimum 5.5 seconds to get off 3 shots with his Mannlicher Carcano rifle. I'm going to show there's significant evidence that he had much more time than that. Here we see Secret Service agent George Hickey in the Secret Service follow-up car. He told the FBI that when he heard the first shot, he thought it was a firecracker. Here we can see Hickey looking over the side of the vehicle, potentially looking for a firecracker that may have been thrown at the president's car. Slowed down, you can clearly see Hickey here leaning over the side of the car looking at the ground. He will then proceed, when he doesn't see anything, to examine the crowd for any signs of trouble, with a little bit of confusion on his face. He's trying to figure out what happened. President John F. Kennedy also exhibits movements in the car, reacting to the first sound of gunfire. Here you can see the president stop waving and turn his head sharply to the right. We're going to zoom in here and get a better look. Kennedy stops waving and quickly turns his head to the right, probably in response to hearing a loud report. Governor John Connally, who is seated in front of the president, also has a similar reaction. As you may know, Governor Connally testified that when he heard the first shot, he turned to the right because he thought it was a rifle shot. Here we see Connally clearly turning his head in about a quarter second, all the way to the right. Zoomed in a little closer, you can see Connally is looking left and quickly turns his head to the right, just after the president had done so. Rosemary Willis was a 5th grade elementary school student who was running joyfully alongside the president's limo during the assassination. She testified that she heard the first shot and she looked at the book depository and saw a group of birds flying off the roof. We can clearly see her here in the Zapruder film end her joyful jog and look directly at the school book depository as she told the FBI. Here, zoomed in a little bit closer, you can see she's obviously reacting to something that she did not expect, ending her jog and looking in the direction where she heard the shot. Now we're going to take a quick look at all of these things once again, and we'll take note that they're all happening pretty much simultaneously. Here's Agent Hickey looking over the side of the car looking for a firecracker that may have been thrown. President Kennedy stops his wave and turns his head to the right. And again, Governor John Connally was looking to the left, and he has a quick head turn to his right. And once again, Rosemary Willis ends her jog next to the presidential limousine, stops, and stares directly at the school book depository. So what does all this mean? It's been highly debated that Lee Harvey Oswald didn't have enough time to get off 3 shots in only 5 seconds. But if we put a timer on this, we can see that Oswald had closer to 10 seconds to get off 3 shots. Thank you for watching.